Hello, everybody. This is Ian again. Welcome back to our channel. So, for today's video, I would like to share with you guys uh, the steps and the materials that I used to study Korean language. Okay, so I know that like Korean language, culture, and the idols out there, the dramas that we used to watch, the movies as well. It's all over the place, right? So like a lot of people are really interested of studying Korean and then learning the language, learning the culture, and at the same time, some people are just like me, like when I watch K-dramas or Korean movies without really looking at the subtitles and just enjoying it. And some people are just like me who also wants to have another language under their belt. So right now I know how to speak English, of course, definitely Filipino, and a little bit of Korean. Probably I'm a basic in terms of Korean. And then I know how to speak. It's my native language or dialect is Waray because I came from Samar. So right now I know how to speak four languages, including Waray as my native language or dialect. Okay, so without further ado, for today's video, the content will be I'll go through with each materials that I used to study Korean, basic Korean. You can actually go ahead and advance, so proceed with other levels using the websites that I'll be showing to you guys today. Okay, so the one that you're seeing on my screen is my channel. So please do subscribe. I have 52 subscribers. So if you'd like to subscribe and get more content and keep in touch with me through this channel, please do so. Do it now and click the notification bell so that you get updated with our new content. Okay, so let's go ahead. So the first website that I actually used, this was referred to me by one of my friends who's happens to be studying Korean as well, but she's not in the Philippines. She's based in the United States. I met her through an app, but I'm gonna discuss the app later. But I met her there, and I was so confused. I want to study Korean, I don't know where to start. However, she pointed me out to this website, and then I was able to like go through all the some of the lectures, and I loved it. It's the website is the discussion is by chunk, and it's easily digestible, especially if you're learning a new language. Learning a new language is not easy because, like for me, I'm 32 years old and I've been here for a while, talking in different languages that I know of. However, if you're learning another language, you have to unlearn because they have different sentence structure, grammar principles, and all the good stuff. So that is those things make the learning crazy and at the same time fun. Okay, so this is the website, the one that I'm showing to you guys. It's Talk to Me in Korean. When I first encountered this website, I was thinking, why is it free? My question is, why is it free? Because the website was offering free lectures, like grammar lectures from level 1 until level 10, if I'm not mistaken. And then as you go through, normally per level, you have like 25 lectures, and they're doing this for free. So they were like giving out their lectures, the write up, the recording, because you can listen to the audio recordings of their lecture. And they also have like the one that you see on the website. So I think the way that they were making money before was through donation, I believe, and at the same time they're selling their books. So if you want to order their books or lessons, you can order it, and then they will ship it worldwide. They do shipping worldwide, and there, and you can also I think buy. I'm not sure if they're selling right now. Um, if they're selling electronic books, but the last time I checked, they were only doing it like hard copy or a paper copy of the materials, and they send it over to you wherever you live in this world. Okay, so Like using this website is actually easy because right now I was surprised because I was reviewing and I want to get back to my lessons of studying Korean. However, I was surprised that there are already they already have two membership. So you can be a free member on this website just like me, free member. And then you can also subscribe to a premium membership. So I haven't really explored what a premium membership, what's the difference between the two, but let's go ahead and take a look together today. So, showing here, so it looks like so 누구나 아침이 있게 한국어를 배울 수 있는 TTMIK. So it's talk to me in Korean. So I can read a little bit, as I've mentioned that I am a beginner in terms of Korean language. I can read a little bit and I can understand what it means. Okay, so let's go ahead and review the site here. So there are testimonials and all. Can I become fluent with just learning here? Of course. So, okay, so this is the feature of the premium membership of this website. So, sample dialogues, sample dialogue videos. Okay, I see. So, the difference now is that because when you are a free member of this website, all you can have access to are just the audio. Like you can listen to it, audio, and then the PDF copy of that lecture. Like the actual lecture, PDF copy, and then it's, they're recording it in audio, and you can listen to it while reading. So it's really effective when you're studying Korean. So right now, they have added something to the method of them teaching the language, which is having sample dialogue videos. So when I finished their lesson one, to be honest with you guys, there's like on the last part of lesson one, not lesson, yeah, lesson one, level one rather, because level one has lesson 1 to 25, if I'm not mistaken. So after that level, there's like a certain activity where you are going to listen to probably around like 3 minutes to 4 minutes conversation in Korean. Pretty much that conversation have all the grammar points that were discussed in that level. And then you can gauge yourself if you're able to understand, like how many percentage of the conversation were you able to understand. So I will tell you guys, right, when after I finished level one, level one from lesson one to lesson 25, if I'm not mistaken, I was able to understand the Korean conversation 100%. So that only means that the material that they're using is working. Actually, it actually works. And at the same time, adding a sample dialogue videos, like um, videos this time, like you see the actual people talking, you'd be able to, like, I think your learning would be a little bit even higher than what you're supposed to be learning if you are only listening to an audio, right? Okay, so enough saying that because I haven't been a premium member. I'm hoping in the coming weeks or days I can, purchase their membership. And let's review later how much the membership is, okay? So, right now, um, let's move on to the next one. So they have comprehension quizzes. So when you say comprehension quizzes, so I remember in the last, for the free lectures, they don't have quizzes. So it's just activities at the last section, last portion of the level. But this one, there is comprehension quizzes. So we want to make sure that you understand because, of course, if you're studying something, especially if it's a language that you're taking, there are a lot of words that you need to study and memorize, familiarize yourself, associate it with, something that you know already. It's kind of difficult. So ensuring that you understand along, as you move along the way of becoming fluent speaking in Korean, then you gotta ensure that you understand like level one, lesson 1 to 25 before you actually move to level two because it's going to be different, right? It's going to be different and difficult for you to understand the grammar concepts you're going to take or you're going to have if you just move there without having a complete understanding of the previous levels. Hundreds of premium lessons. This is interesting. The hundreds of premium lessons because um, I don't know the difference, to be honest. So, I think I would be doing another video soon about the premium membership. I'm gonna show it to you guys what it's like in there, like inside. Of course, I'm not gonna share what is like. I'm just gonna share with you guys the experience. However, the actual lessons, of course, I'm not allowed to do that. It's going to be difficult and it's not prohibited. Okay, it's prohibited, right? So I will look at it probably in a month time. Review their premium membership. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So here you will get a certificate of each course. So I'm not sure if they're gonna do it per level because they have level 1 to level 10. So probably per level certificate as you move as you climb up the ladder to your dream of being fluent in speaking and writing Korean language. Lesson recommendations. I'm not kind of sure what this means. So, probably depending on your level and ability. I'm not sure if somebody would be assisting you of how, where your struggles are in terms of speaking the language or understanding the language or writing the language, and then probably they can, give a recommendation of where you should focus more in terms of your studying. Downloadable lesson notes. So this is great because I think the free member could also download a PDF if I'm not mistaken, if I remember it right. So I'm not sure what's extra for the downloadable lesson notes. So how much will it cost? Let's check the pricing real quick here. Okay, hopefully it loads. Sorry, guys. Okay, so, okay, basic essential Korean courses, PDF lesson notes. For a premium, if you're gonna register for a monthly payments, that's like $12.99. That's usually an amount of a lunch if you're in Seoul, Korea. So it's just a typical one lunch, 12.99 per month. So what you're gonna get are essential Korean courses, of course, this is like the basic one. PDF lesson notes, sample dialogue videos. This is I'm excited about. Comprehensive quizzes. This one is I'm excited about. Hundreds of premium lessons. I'm not sure what this is. Certificate of each course. I'm looking forward to this. And lesson recommendations. Looking forward to this. So I think the difference is that if you get it in a yearly payment, you're gonna save like a total of $62.88 because you're just gonna be paying at $93 per year instead of paying like 129 or more for 10 months and another $13 for the next 2 months. So that's like a lot of money. So you're really gonna save $62.88 per year. Okay, so learning the language takes time, to be honest with you guys. So I've been learning Korean in and out for a while, depending on my time or availability. But I've actually learned a lot, forgot a lot. If you're not like practicing or keep doing it like on a daily basis, you will forget a lot of grammar points or even the words. Words are, I think, the most challenging portion of studying Korean. So you really gotta like have consistency because consistency makes you remember words, makes you remember the grammar point that you're studying, and then makes you be confident if you're speaking with a native or not even native or even your co-student who are studying Korean as well. So I'm gonna share to you guys different communities where you can actually have buddies in terms of speaking Korean and all. So I'm gonna stay tuned in this video so that we can you will know more about it, okay? So of course there if you sample dialogues. Okay, so as their website 3,000 plus learners using Talk to Me in Korean today. 300,000 plus, that's a lot. Okay, so I'm not gonna discuss further about this. So this is the first website I've learned. So if you actually go to courses, you can have level one. Let's see, it's up to level 9. So there are a lot. So let's just click a sample here. So when you may see at level 3, click on it. Go once you go to courses, click on level 3. Let's see, you'll see different courses. Of course, if you have no idea about Korean language, you gotta start studying the very basics. So I would probably advise you to study the characters first or their alphabet, so you will have an understanding when it comes to even before you study level one, study the Hangul first or the alphabet. So here, okay, so course content level one too much vary, no, nomu, then linking verbs, ku, in front of, behind, on top, or of, under, next to. So ape, yope, wiye, mitte, dwiye. I wonder urukayo, ulukayo, chumyak chongdu. Okay, so there are a lot of grammar points that you can study here for level three already. So this is kind of going to be very difficult for someone who's starting. So I'd advise that you actually study the alphabet first, and then after the alphabet, once you familiarize it with yourself, go right into studying level one. Okay, so there are comments, there are people. The good thing about Talk to Me in Korean is that in their website, when you have a question, you can just put it here, post, and then a lot of people will answer you, right? So you have a question, you have a question about the course or the grammar point that was taught, you can ask it here, and then a lot of people will answer you. Like sometimes it will tell you like they have a community where people can actually like study together, study the language together so you can join. It's very important that you have a study buddy and ensure that you're consistently like speaking in the using the language because that's make your learning it catapults your learning really really far and there so just get in touch with other people. They're using Kakao Talk. Some are using Kakao Talk, some are using other apps. So I'm not gonna go ahead and discuss the other things there, but it's good to know that there are people who's gonna help you when you're actually on the website. Okay, so that is Talk to Me in Korean. So I studied there. I think fast. I think the last lesson that I reviewed here, level three. So the only downside that I have, guys, when I'm studying Korean is that I have so many materials. So it's like I don't just use one. So here, that's the reason why I'm only at level three. Even it's been a couple of years back, is because I'm using other materials along the way, right? This website is How to Study Korean. I think this was written. I'm not sure the name of the owner because I get to had that chance to actually email him. Since I purchased one unit of his lessons, so unit zero, unit one, unit two, unit three, and unit six. So there are six units here. But the good thing about this site, guys, is that I actually purchased unit one here. So the good thing about this, guys, is that he is a native English speaker, non-Korean. So he studied Korean. Of course, I think he's living in Korea now and with his wife. I think his wife is Korean, if I'm not mistaken. And he really studied Korean there and took notes on how he's gonna become fluent in using the language, writing, speaking, and all, right? So this is his notes. The one that he's sharing and selling to you guys is his notes. So actually, these are free. Like you can just go here, like let's say lesson one to eight, unit one, lesson one to eight. You can go here and you can read the lessons from here. To be honest, if you don't have budget and want to pay for any lessons, of course, I encourage you to support the person who's doing this. Um, because of course this is something that he has worked hard for, and since we're using it, I encourage you guys to support, right? But if of course if you just want to study for free, it's all here. It's free, all the points, all the way it's being said, it's here, and then the sentence word order, Everything is here. I will tell you guys, this is so good. This website is so good. So I actually use this a lot. And then a lot of my friends who were actually studying Korean as well, they used this website before, and this website has been their go-to reference in terms they're confused of in, using the grammar. They keep using this site, and I'll tell you guys, I've known a lot of Filipino people, especially those who are younger than me. I'm 32, by the way. So that they are already fluent speaking Korean, they can type as if they're native Koreans. They can chat. I'm not so sure about how their pronunciation is because sometimes their training is more on like writing, chatting, and they have a lot of Korean friends, so pretty much they're exposed to like chatting, writing, but I'm not sure in terms of verbal communication how great they are. But hey, right? So it's a good thing that you already know how to, right? And at the same time, you already know how to um, chat and express yourself in their language. Okay, so now I've used this, so you can actually go here. Again, the website is howtostudykorean.com. You can use this site as well. And then the third, so this is the third site that I use. To be honest, this is Learn Fly Love. So I actually saw them on YouTube when I was like browsing, like, okay, let me see what are the free stuff that I can get from YouTube and see. Okay, so I saw their video and the way uh, the teacher was explaining the items, I was so impressed. And it's very understandable in such a way that they're teaching how the language actually works. Even on their website, it shows how the language, we teach you how the language actually works. So, okay, so let's go ahead and got, again, the website is Learn Fly Love website Learn Fly Love. It's kind of a little bit, I don't know why it's named like that, but probably learn Korean, fly to Korea, and then look for your love in Korea. Probably that's what this means, or probably they're intending to use this like a fast track course for those people who have fiance, Korean fiance, and going to Korea for marriage. I'm not sure. All speculation, guys. All speculation from me. Okay, so next would be let's see. I actually have I will tell you guys there are like 10 lessons here. Let's see. Learn, click on learn. Okay, so click on learn. So there are like lesson 1 up to 10. And then you can opt to have a tutoring session with the teacher. So of course you got a book. So see markup. I'm not sure what this means really, but it's for $3. Tutoring is like $15, and then most of the lessons you got like lesson 1 to 5. They're actually I think the PDFs are free, but I'm not sure about the video. But I got lesson 1 to lesson 7. So I have already purchased lesson 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm yet to study and purchase the lesson 8, 9, 10. I will tell you guys, right? The material is very good. Like all the materials that I've used so far, talk to me in Korean, lesson 1, basic Korean sentences, like the how to study Korean website. I only purchased one course there. And the other one, I did not purchase any course at all because it's free. And I used to like really buy a book. However, it's just gonna take time for me, like shipping and all the other stuff. And then my address is kind of crazy because all the people is trying to deliver something to me. Even my bank is not able to find my address. It's crazy, right? However, so I just opt something that is online and something that I can easily access to and use in terms of studying. Okay, so the next one is that this one, Learn Fly Love. I love their lessons and straight to the point. I can write and I can understand Korean better. I think this is the one that I used much more other than the first two that I have, introduced to you guys. Okay, so far let's recap what we have talked about today, right? So far, so I introduced to you guys talktomeInKorean.com website where you can get free resources, so you can be a free member, Learn the essentials of Korean from level 1 to level 9. There's also free membership. Uh, no, not free membership, premium membership. And then that premium membership would actually give you more value in terms of studying Korean. And I'm really looking forward to that value. I will promise you guys that I will subscribe even just for a month and just take a look and experience the site. Probably in the coming months. I'm gonna let you guys know what is it like inside the premium member site. I'm gonna tell you the experience. I promise you that. Okay, the second side is how to study Korean. Very good because the person who's teaching you is a non-native Korean and who knows how to speak English language because that's his native language. So, for example, me, our common point with the person who owns the howtostudykorean.com website is that both of us speaks English. So he knows exactly the struggle of an English speaker, right? So this like how did I adjust? I am an English speaker. It's totally different. Like the sentence structure is crazy, alien, to put it in lack for a better term. However, he was able to like figure it out how he can teach this to native English speakers or even people whose common denominator with him is English, right? Just like us, Pinoy, right? Filipino. So he was able to like write down his lectures the way an English speaker would understand and would conceptualize things when he studies Korean. So that's the second website that we have reviewed and I introduced to you guys. The third one is Learn Fly Love. So I've mentioned that I love this site. It's super cheap in terms of studying. So probably you get around $60 for all 60 to 7 like six. I'm not even sure how much I have already paid, but I paid until lesson 7. For sure the other lessons here are free like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure which one is free. But I've actually purchased a couple of lessons here, probably 2 or 3. But it's just super cheap and you can keep the lesson and like keep going back and these lessons are downloadable so the videos are downloadable so you can keep it in save it in your drive or wherever you want to save it keep going back to those files if you're actually forgetting something and then if you want to study again let's just go back there, right? So the next one that I'm going to introduce, so these are like the websites that I use. I have another website that I use, guys, but this website, I use this not because I wanna like get free lectures, free notes about the Korean language or anything that is showing how um, like free Korean language lessons. No, I use this website because I was interested back in 2018. I'm not sure 2019. I was super interested of um, studying with a tutor or a native Korean tutor. Okay, so now this is the website, Tutoroo.co. So I just put which city I am from and then what kind of language I want to learn. Let's look it up here. So find a tutor near me. Let's see Pasig. That's where I am. That's where I live. Hopefully it loads. There. Find a tutor near me. Okay, there's none. Let's see. Um, okay. I'm not sure why it's showing. Probably it's because of my location now. But there are a lot of tutors that appeared. Hold on. I'm gonna show it to you guys. Okay. Okay. Let's just wait. I think I have to put something. Like let's say BGC. Bonifacio Bonifacio Global. There. Bonifacio Global City, the fort. Find a tutor. There's none. Weird. Okay, sorry about that. It went to an actual. Okay, so there are different. Okay, but they're all in Australia. They're all in Singapore. They're all in Australia. They're all in Hong Kong. There, so there are like a lot of tutor who will study Korean, who will teach Korean language, depending on the price. But Tutoroo is super cheap, I will tell you guys, compared to if you're gonna be studying with someone who is like just doing online. Some rates are like $20 per hour, but Tutoroo is actually very, very affordable. Like I was paying my tutor 1,500 pesos for 3 hours, right? It's like $20 for 3 hours. Where in fact, if you just go online and study from a different tutoring websites, it will cost you already $60, and some even will cost you $90 for 3 hours. But in Tutoro, I have one-on-one session and like face-to-face with the tutor, and then you know, I just paid her $1,500, right? So it was a great experience to actually talk. So I met my Korean tutor, Julia was her name. She lives in BGC, and we usually meet at BGC Bonifacio Circle, if I'm not mistaken. Bonifacio Circle, I don't know, but it's in Coffee Bean, near Yellow Cab. So that's where we usually see each other, like around probably 7 or 8 a.m. until 11 or 10, depending on the time. We just like, meet there, and then I pay her like directly or even bank transfer, whichever, right? So once you go there, you don't even have to buy her coffee. She buys her own coffee, and you buy your own, and then get to the stuff like you're learning and all. I like the way she was teaching me back then because it's more on conversation, and she asks me to like say a lot of things about like the way the ones have already understood, and then she will test me like crazy. She will test me like crazy, and then especially the numbers, it's super crazy. It's super difficult, to be honest. But she actually grilled me there, and then I had really, really very good understanding of the numbers now in terms of Korean. So I'm really happy that she was able to like get to me. I'm really happy that I was able to meet her through Tutoro. And then we're keeping in touch. I'm not actively studying Korean at the moment because I became really busy, and then now I'm trying to like go back studying and see where I am in terms of um, doing like using the Korean language, and I really wanna have another language added. Like I know Korean already, however, I just need to like polish it, get into like at least intermediate level, and then take my TOEIC exam so that I can have certification that I know how to write, understand, and speak Korean. Um, there, so I'm really inspired to actually study in the coming months and years. And let's see in like a year time where I am in terms of Korean. I'm gonna update you with my progress every time in this blog. So again, I promise you that probably next month I'm gonna get into the premium side of Talk to Me in Korean. I'm gonna show it to you guys and review it for you. There. So, just want to do a little recap here of what we talked about today. So, we have spoken about the goal of this video was actually like to introduce to you the tools that I used when I studied Korean. So, that is talktomeinkorean.com, lesson one, how to talk in Korean.com, learnflylove.com, and then tutoro.co, right? Those four websites. There are actually other websites that you can go to. I just forgot the other names. Those are like tutoring websites where you can see the actual tutors. They can either be a professional teacher, or they can either be a community tutor. So the difference is that a professional teacher, they're actually licensed teacher in Korea, and they can teach Korean language. Some of them have specialized Korean language and culture, And because of that credential, of course, it comes with a price, right? So they are kind of expensive. I've seen actually a rate of $40 an hour of some of the tutors, and some only has like 25 to $30 or even $20. But there's also another type of tutor that you can go to on those websites. I just forgot. I'm just gonna put it somewhere in this video, or maybe in the description box if I go back um, to the actual site. I don't want to mention it because I might be wrong, right? So I just want to make sure that I provided quality content, accurate information. So here is it's more of community tutors are they did not graduate. They're not professional or licensed teachers. However, they're more than capable of teaching Korean language. So the system of that is that you will book them at the time that they're available on the site, and then show up on during that time, and then talk to somebody, right? Talk to somebody about the lecture, about Korean language, and anything that in that like general Korean culture, Korean food, and all talk about. So honestly, I've actually booked one there, and I don't have internet at home by that time, but anyway, I booked one. It was kind of um, cheap. It's just for an hour, probably like around $15 that I paid her. So we went online. I went to Taguig Vista Mall near Project Coffee Project, sorry, Coffee Project, and I used their internet connection. It's very, very fast. So I went to Skype with her. It was okay, generally okay. She shared with me the materials via Skype, like the actual downloadable book, copy of the book, and then I downloaded it and used it during the lecture. I think that's the positive side of it. The negative side of it is that she hardly is able to communicate in English. It was kind of difficult for me, and I kept like guessing what she's trying to say. So it was crazy, crazy. And I didn't, to be honest, I was happy with the lecture. I've learned a lot of stuff, but communicating with her was kind of difficult. Communicating with her using English was kind of difficult. And because of that, I did not book another lesson with her. So I just looked for an actual tutor. That's the reason. That's the turning point why I had to like research and want to do face-to-face conversation, tutoring session with one of a native Korean here, native Korean. And then I also want to mention one of my friends. I used to work for a call center company in Ortigas before. So when I was having my tutor or studying Korean language, there was a polyglot friend that I have in that company who actually taught me a lot of Korean information, like Korean lectures, grammar, and all. So when I actually speak with him and then inform him about the sentence and all, he is able to really like provide even complex grammar points. He's able to actually tell me exactly the difference, the correct one, the wrong ones. So I was really happy. However, it was such a short-lived employment in our company, and he has to move somewhere else. But I was really glad that I was taught a lot of important lessons there. So, by the way, he is actually a polyglot because he knows how to speak in Chinese, he knows Korean, he knows French. But primarily, his job in our previous company was an English and French representative. So, pretty much, he was very, very, very fluent in French. So, there. So, shout out to him. Hope he's doing okay. Okay. So, now, um, there. Actually, I think that is all that I have for today. So if you have any question, let us know. So if you haven't subscribed, I know that I my videos are kind of long, guys, but I really want to, provide you quality content, information, insights, experience from me. And then if you would like to more of this kind of content, please do not forget to subscribe, like, comment on our video. Let us know what content you'd like to hear from us, and I'll make sure I'll make those content for you. And if you want to connect with me, I don't have a social media page yet, but once I have a social media page, it's all going to be down in the description below. And if you need anything, just message me, and then there you go. So, again, guys, thank you very much. Again, this is Ian, your mentor, again, and your go to guy when you want something to be reviewed, and we'll provide you an honest feedback. That is me. Thank you again, guys, and have a great day. Ciao.